Okay, good afternoon, fine gentlemen and lovely ladies around Kentucky. James Robert Vaughn with you again, and we are on the kayak in the Mill Creek tributary of the Red River. And right now, we are taking this tributary in the direction, whoops, if my camera will stay stable, we're going to take this tributary in the direction of the Hemlock Lodge and that little island, that Hoe Down Island, where they do hoe downs. And so we're going to move along here, and let's take a look at the bank. Let's go over here and take a look at the bank for a minute. There's something I want to show you here that's going to come up later. So here we are. See that flat rock right in front of us right there? And you can see that there's what appears to be a locust leaves, locust tree possibly. And see that flat rock right there? Well, that flat rock that you see right there, when we get up to the rock island, you would think, I'm going to do a little spin around here. You would think that the rocks that are falling off of these cliff structures would be that shape, like that. They would break off in a shale formation. This area is heavy with limestone and sandstone. There is quartz, not much. It's deeper, but it's mainly sandstone and limestone. In fact, just east of Augusta, Kentucky, they take limestone from underground areas. And if you recall your history, I'm going to stop right here for a minute. If you recall your history of the Kentucky, is that the lime was very much a useful commodity that they took from this area, and where salt is, there's occasionally lime. They occur together. And so let's move on forward here. And what you see ahead of us is a waterfall. And this is what happens when you use Google Maps instead of getting the geological, going to the U.S. Geological Survey or your local library, and you don't get the proper maps to show you the actual physical terrain. So obviously, in my little kayak here, I will not be able to jump that. Let's come up a little bit closer though. Let's go take a look a little closer. Let's come in a little closer. Let's come in just a little bit closer. I'm using an unconventional paddling method because I have a cell phone here that I have to keep a track of. Oh, look. Somebody's fishing bobbing. But I'm using the double-handed or double paddle method here. Using rather unconventional paddle method. So there we go. Pretty shallow here actually. So there is a man-made drop-off. I've tried to bring in as close as I can here. I will not be able to traverse these rocks because it'll tear up the underside of my inflatable here, so we won't be able to do that. But we'll come up here as close as we can to give you the thrill of it all. Now, as we come up to this whirlpool right here, as you can see the direction of the water, which way it's going to spin us. So we're just going to have a little fun here and take a little, woo, there we ran the rapids. Yep, we took the rapids. Just spin it around here for a minute. And this is fighting the current. We're fighting the current. Yay, we're fighting the current. So there you can see, oh, what a beautiful shot. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm not going to let it stay there. Let's see if we can, let's spin around here. Whoop, I drugged the bottom. Don't want to do that. Let's spin around. That's that sun glow. That's cool. All right, so we're going to go at it one more time to get a closer look. Woo! We've got a good current right there. Let's see how close we can get here. Look, hitting the rocks. Hitting the rocks. So that's as far as we can go right there. But let me spin this around so you can get a good view of that entire area. That's what I want to see. That's pretty cool. Now, if I was coming from the other direction, I might give that a try. That's about a 8-foot, 10-foot drop. You know, worst it could do is get you wet. So that would be kind of fun coming from the other direction. Look, we're dragging bottom here a little bit, so I gotta get away from these rocky shoals. So that's what happens when you don't look at the geological survey map to make sure what your terrain looks like. But isn't it beautiful down here? In the Daniel Boone National Forest, every year they allow you, and well, they canceled it last year. So let me say that. Let me preface it with that. They canceled it last year. So what am I talking about? So every year they allow you to pluck your own ginseng here in the Daniel Boone National Forest. But the ginseng root, man, I've been to China, and it's China ginseng is so valued there. And American ginseng has really picked up in popularity in the last probably 30 years, 20, 30 years. When I was in high school, ginseng, you could send it to a vendor for $20 a pound. Now it's in the hundreds. And so the thing with ginseng is it's the root that's valuable. And so if you learn to recognize the plant, what's happened here is they've picked it. They've picked too much of it. So they've taken too much of the ginseng out of the Daniel Boone National Forest. So it takes about 5, 6, 7 years for a ginseng plant to get beyond up to maturity. You know, the older the plant, the stronger the ginseng. So what's happened is they've just picked it too much, so they're allowing it to grow and regrow. And I have not checked the website at the Daniel Boone National Forest to find out if this year they have stopped the picking up of ginseng. So we're heading back to our vehicle here, and we will pick up to part 4 of our Daniel Boone National Forest, and I may expand that beyond part 4. So once again, we are at latitude 37,604, longitude -83,597. That's our location on the terra firma, and we're going to head back to our vehicle now. And yes, it's still there. So we're going to head back to our vehicle at this time, and because we will not be able to go any further that way. Now, the other direction, there is a waterfall right at the very beginning, but it's very rocky. There's not good passage. So it would really do some damage to my canoe here, my kayak. So we're not going to go the other direction. And part 4, we're going to go up to the rock garden. There's some geological formations I want to show you, and provide some food for thought up there on part 4. So thank you for joining me here today, and make it a great day. And take care.